Hey everybody, welcome into your direct connection with Ryan, with myself, with Invicta, and we want to welcome you in. My name is Fatima. I'm a host here at Evine. This, you know this guy, it's Invicta Ryan. What's up, Ryan?
Not too much. It's happy to do another YouTube show today and all with you. I always love working with you. And I always forget to do that every single show. We know how long the delay is. So that always happens. So anyway.
Case in point, Ryan's had his laptop out because we're going to be interacting with you directly live during the show. This is going to be about a half an hour show. We've got several watches to get through. It's all Invicta, our #1 selling watch brand here at Evine. So it's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of you post questions. A lot of you want to say hey, and we'd love to interact. So this is going to be a good time. So Ryan, we're going to start out with a character collection.
Yes.
So what's the character collection all about?
Well, the character collection started back in about 2016. It was August, and we kicked it off with Disney. We had Mickey and Minnie on a ton of watches. It was a huge success and really started the platform for the whole character collection from Invicta. We've carried across a lot of different characters out there. And so what we have here is we do have Snoopy. And of course, Charles Schulz was the creator of Snoopy and was going from 1950, I believe, until 2000. Actually, a Minnesota native, being Charles Schulz.
I love being hometown proud.
Hey, well, you've seen the different Snoopies around the Twin Cities, haven't you? And you know, with his little houses and the Peanuts characters, it's actually pretty cool. So what we have this on is really one of our legendary case designs for a watch. It's that 47mm Pro Diver, which in this version we do have the 200 meters of water resistance. The SW500 from Sellita is the powerhouse underneath either that what we're calling the white dial or also the black dial for the timepiece.
Solid construction. The links are crazy, hefty. And then look at the back as well. There you're seeing Snoopy. Is he doing like a nosedive? What's going on there?
Yeah, it looks like he's on the back there, or else he's just running along on the case back. And I like the medallion case back there with the crystals. So we've done that on some of the Popeye editions of the pocket watches and such also. I think it's just that extra detail to attention. And with these watches,
are these number limited editions?
Right where I was going, yeah. 500 of each. So this is actually a pretty finite number when it comes to numbered limited editions. And one other thing, and don't mind my finger there.
What happened?
I was using a permanent marker and it
I
leaked
thought
on
you
me.
jammed it or something.
No, I should have used that, but.
Oh my God! Look at that clasp.
Well,
this
is our most expensive clasp enclosure, and so that's
awesome.
included on this timepiece also.
So it says reserve level. That's
Correct.
etched out here, and that is, of course, the highest level Invicta makes. It's a push-button dual deployment. Watch this. So you push the buttons on the side. Watch how this thing opens. It's like a transformer coming apart there. Isn't that cool? And then look at the high-class upgrade on the inside of the clasp. And that's when you know, when no one else is going to see it, but you know that it's done for you, extra attention to detail. Now, this, wouldn't you say, is probably one of the most high-end Snoopy pieces we've ever done with that Sellita movement?
This is the highest-end Snoopy piece that we've done out there. And there have only been a handful of watches that we've done within the character collection that actually includes in that high-end Swiss mechanical automatic movement. We've only had a couple of those before. So this is one of those rare occurrences. If you are a big Peanuts fan, Snoopy, I mean, this is a must-have.
Well, here's the problem. With the black one, we don't even have 10 of them. I mean, these are very exclusive. They're all numbered limited editions. They're very high-end, high-quality components, high-priced components. So this is your chance to get in on something special, especially if you are a collector in the white. We just have about a couple dozen. It's item 644829. It's $659.99, which is saving you over half off. Something like this usually retails around $1,500. I'm going to have Ryan put it on too because it's a really impressive looking timepiece. And also at Evine, I don't know if you know this, if you're YouTube followers and you don't shop very much at Evine, we have value pays. They're interest-free payments, and it's so cool because you literally pay one payment, any major credit card, your tax, your shipping, and we send it to you. So it's not a layaway plan, and there's no penalty for spreading out the payments. That's good.
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
very classic.
this watch, I mean, it can be worn anywhere. Seriously, I mean, I love this design that we have for that 47mm Pro Diver, and it's also that character collection limited edition. But here's the thing: it's a little bit more subtle too when it comes to Snoopy. Snoopy's actually over inside on the over at that 9 o'clock register, which is actually your small seconds, your sub-seconds. That's a part of the movement inside of this timepiece. So then again, nice profile. We actually have that extended case back, as you'll see when I just turn it here, to be able to house the movement on the inside. And again, that's where your numbered limited edition will be.
I want to say some shout outs. Hi to Mike, hi to Richard, hi to Jim. It's fun to have you guys in the conversation. Brandon, and we're talking about Invicta Cruise. That's coming up a lot on our feed. So if you don't know, there is a big cruise. It's so far, this is the second year, and we are taking you guys on the cruise with us, broadcasting live from the ship. And it's going to be all Invicta and all jewelry. We're going to have so much fun. I get to go.
Yeah, you're going to be there. So when you see Fatima, say hi to her. We want you guys to say hi. I mean, it was a little tricky last year because we're trying to say hi to everybody on the ship going from place to place. But you know, just we'd love to be able to take photos with you, see your watch that you're wearing.
Thanks, Ken.
Take photos, sign your dive case, whatever it happens to be. Bring some permanent markers with you.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot. I can't wait to meet all of you guys. So figure out what you're going to bring, what you're going to wear. There will be some parties on the ship, like theme parties. Wearing your Invicta yellow will not, will never steer you wrong. So that would be fun to do. This next timepiece, I think, would be an awesome timepiece for a vacation or a cruise or whatever you're doing because of the look of this, the liquid dial. Have you guys seen this yet?
Yeah, so this is
gosh.
pretty hot. We've had a few different presentations with this watch. It's actually, in fact, the second time with Invicta that we've done the liquid in the dial. And what we've done is we have two different crystals, so that the liquid doesn't actually touch the dial or the hands on the inside of the watch. So that it's a silicone-based liquid that's actually colored to be able to match that color theme of the watch. So you do have that hint of red that goes along with this watch.
Isn't that cool? Look at you flip it upside down, and then the liquid makes upside down, makes its way to the top of the dial in any direction. So it's always going to be moving. It's always going to be a little bit playful, fun to see. And I want to show you the dome as well.
Yeah.
That's fun.
That signature element that you'll have for every watch within the Lupa collection out there. So you have that dome crystal. It's actually what we call a multi-step bezel. And the Lupa Diver is a timepiece we don't see too often, but I like the dual injected strap where you get the two different colors, stitching that goes through, extremely comfortable, and really something rare within the Lupa collection, just being it's a Lupa Diver and also that liquid.
That's fun. This is only $69.99. It's 52% off. Your value pays are going to break down to about $12, $13, interest free. So I think that the coolest thing about Invicta and what we can offer you is being able to have a collection of watches that suit the occasion. Now, isn't it cool to know wherever you're going, whatever you're going to do, you have an assortment to choose from, especially if that's your main accessory, whether you want it to be business, whether you want to dress it up. If you want to dress it down, this would be a fun one. Or maybe it's a night where you just want the, you want to get a little bit of attention.
Yeah.
You want people to, you want to make conversation. This would be a fun conversation starter.
Oh, definitely a conversational piece. You have the red that will pop that you don't find on a lot of timepieces out there too. And you know, at 48 millimeters, it's a real size that a lot of men can go to, and even women can step up to also with this watch. So inside we do have a Quartz Movement. It's a PC32. That's one of our movements we go to for quite a bit of watches out there. So it's just simple time. There's a little date window operated on a battery, and you're pretty much good to go. Let's go over some questions here, if that's all right. I know some people are asking, like, how many watches are they going to bring? You know, we can.
We have Andy stepping in on the camera today, and he's working it out, making sure you guys get great tight shots.
Yeah. But you know, bring as many watches as you feel comfortable with. You want to bring an 8-slot dive case, you can do so. Obviously, for those of you in Florida who are traveling, you know, you might be able to bring a 50-slot case. It's a little bit easier. If you're flying down to the cruise, probably wouldn't recommend bringing a 50-slot case just because you'd have to check that, and it's probably too big to be in that overhead compartment. So just a heads up for you guys on that. But you can get creative on how you want to store your watches and travel with them.
I think that something like this is just really cool to have in your arsenal. You know, if you, this is still, you don't have to be delicate with it, even though it is the liquid dial, you're still going to get a very durable crystal, right?
Oh yeah, you definitely will. So it is a flame fusion crystal, which you guys know about. That's the hardness of the mineral and also the scratch resistance of the sapphire crystal. And you'll find that almost every single lupa that we've done out there. See, I like to just that hint of red with the multi steps that are a part of the bezel that go along with the timepiece. So you just see those different stations of the red that pops.
Some people are noticing the timepiece on your wrist.
Yeah,
Ryan.
some people are. And so I actually just posted on my Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter page one of the watches that we'll have here during coming up for the cruise. So this is something that you guys will be able to see on the ship if you're going.
Like the hottest materials, carbon fiber, and then that iridescent plating have been put together on this.
Yep, that's right. And
that's
then,
amazing.
You can go to my Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter pages and look at those and like it. If you're following me, great. If you're not, go ahead and do that here today. That's Invicta Ryan. And I have some other watches I'll be posting here probably a little bit later on today and over the weekend. So make sure you guys get a heads up of what's going on.
Head to our website. You can order in super bargain price on that Lupa Diver liquid quartz. The red is really the only color we have left. We might have a couple hanging on in blue and green, but yeah, just a couple in the blue and the green. Ooh, that blue is kind of hot. Too bad we didn't have that out here.
Somebody was just talking about, or actually Richard was talking about the yellow. That'd be fun to have. If you guys have a yellow watch, if you have a yellow dial or something.
There's a yellow party.
Yeah, bring your yellow.
Like, is it Saturday night?
I don't remember. Actually,
remember.
We're going to go over that meeting, I think, a little bit more and find out all the specifics. But yeah, if you have a yellow watch or yellow dial or something, make sure to those are one of your watches.
We are going to have a lot of parties on this cruise. I love to dance. Things might get a little.
I think you're the best dancer out of anyone
chain.
from Evine, I'm sure.
Well, you know, I don't want to brag, but.
But it's true.
No, I just love it more than anyone, I bet.
Yeah, call a spade, right?
Now this is intricate. This is cool. I looked at this right away and I went, that has to be a JT edition.
Yes, so JT, you guys are familiar with Jason Taylor. This is actually special because this is actually one of the Hall of Fame editions. And so what we have with the Hall of Fame editions is Jason Taylor's signature is on the dial of the watch. That you'll see, and then also it's one of his poses from when he scored a touchdown. It was either an interception or fumble recovery that he brought into the end zone, and he did like one of his poses. I think he's going like this on the case back.
Now that's on
we'll
the
have
back.
to show. Yeah, he's doing something
Here you
like
go.
he does it way better than I do, of course.
Wait, so see that again, right?
It was something like this, I believe, right?
I don't know.
We'll see. We'll have.
What
Andy
do you
zoom
think of
in.
Ryan's
Yeah. Oh, see, he's doing a little bit different. Okay, so he's
yeah,
doing like
a little
this.
different, Ryan.
Right? Is
Yeah, that's better. That's better.
I don't know, maybe JT can learn something from me too, right?
Right. You just keep on thinking that, right?
Yeah, that's what I'll roll with.
This is the silver tone black. We also have it in the rose tone.
Right.
I believe those are the only two color executions we have. We just had an extra one for Ryan to put on. The rose tone, there are only two of you that can get that rose tone. Just a heads up right now. Remember, these are 53% off right now. It's a sub Aqua Noma 6, which is the latest in the Noma collection. If you're familiar, for a long time it was sub Aqua Noma 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then you guys came out with the 6. Was it 2016?
This version actually came out in 2017, so we debuted the Hall of Fame, or yes, this version on the Sub 6 with Jason Taylor. That was actually down at our Cabo remote that we had.
Oh, this is
but
so
yes,
cool.
the Sub Aqua Noma 6, I believe, debuted in 2016. I believe it was.
Invicta Trivia. We should do an Invicta Trivia game.
No, I think there was something last
the
year. We had something
cruise.
like that. I didn't make
Like
it. Was that,
Invicta Bingo
did that happen,
or-
Ken? Do you remember?
We got to put it together. Put it together.
Yeah, I know all you guys would rock at that. So.
Yeah. That looks great on you. And you know what? It's just the right amount of sporty element with the pops of color. Aren't those from his...
Yeah, that's from Miami.
Okay.
So that's the professional football team down there you guys know about. So those colors are also incorporated in the Hall of Fame versions of the timepieces. But I do have a couple Sub Aqua Noma 6s. I have a strap and bracelet version, and I love them. You know, it's a bigger watch, of course. But what you get too with it, I mean, you just get the comfort that is associated with the timepiece. You guys are wearing the bigger watches. I mean, you're going to love the comfort and fit and feel that's associated with this watch also.
100%. Some people actually mentioned that Brandon has an old vintage Invicta that's all yellow except for the case. Vintage would be cool.
Would be
We would
cool.
love to see some retired pieces, pieces that people haven't had for a while. The 3-slot dive case that comes with your Jason Taylor limited edition piece is a Jason Taylor commemorative dive box as well. And this is the Hall of Fame edition because you know he was just recently inducted into the NFL Hall of Fame. So we had to do a special collection for that as well. Value pays on this are under $70. That's interest free. So if you can swing the $70 just one time on your major credit card, that'd be your first payment. And then for the next 5 months, pay it off while you're wearing it. That's a really good deal.
Yeah, and actually Richard was talking about last year on the cruise, we released the Arctic and Combat editions of all Sub-Aqua Noma 1s through 6s, and that was really, really cool. And after this YouTube show today, are you going to that meeting coming up?
Yes.
So here's the deal. Follow Fatima on Instagram,
Instagram.
Fatima Kochi, C-O-C-C-I.
Good,
Follow
yep.
Invicta Ryan, because we have a meeting here for about an hour or two after the YouTube show, and we're going over some of the big deal watches. So I don't even know everything yet that's actually been associated with the cruise. So that is, again, another reason for you guys to follow us.
Awesome. Jean, hey Jean, how's it going? Carlton, how are you doing? Wants to get a couple Invicta t-shirts and needs the hookup. When are the t-shirts coming?
I don't know what for sure. I do have some t-shirts myself, and that's just from with Invicta over the years. Someone said that Invicta will have shirts and accessories for sale on board. I haven't heard that yet, but again, you know, sometimes I don't find out until a little bit later.
Invicta Ryan is the last to know. Sad.
But that's okay. But I think it would be cool. But yeah, definitely wear your stuff. Maybe I'll bring a couple of little trinkets myself out there that I have. To give out to a few of you guys too.
You know, Invicta has sunglasses that they made a long time ago, I think.
Well, where's my keychain? Keep on going.
One of our models
find it.
that joins us when we do the remote broadcast from Miami, from the Invicta headquarters and pavilion, Kurt is his name, he always wears the sunglasses and they look so slick. All right, we're moving on to another timepiece that features abalone. The dial on this is all natural organic material. It's called abalone. It's like a mother of pearl, but it definitely has more rich, brilliant color. This is a 48 millimeter size. It's a Pro Diver Scuba silhouette, which has been super popular, and it's only $89.99. So that's a scoop, especially when you consider list on this is $182. So almost everything in our show is like over 50% off. Well, that's a good
Yeah,
swag.
so that's what
I like
maybe
that.
I'll bring a couple of these. I do have a couple of these maybe give out to you guys. If you ask me for them, I have them on.
So if you win Invicta bingo for the trivia,
Well, I don't know
then
if I'll
maybe
make it to the
Ryan-
bingo because we have a lot of stuff. So there's my car keys right there. But yeah.
Nice.
So I'll bring a couple of those. I do have a few extra. I'll make sure to bring them on the cruise. So if you see me right away,
Bug him.
ask me about them.
Bug him. All right, we've got two choices here. You can go with either the gold tone case or the silver tone case. Love the fact that you're getting the white strap though, and especially if you're in the sunshine, if you just like to have it stand out and noticed on your wrist, I love a white strap.
Yeah, white straps are definitely hot, and I believe they can be worn year-round. You have silver tone and also then the gold tone, and that's all that abalone shell. You know what, I think out of all the different watches we have, and you guys hear me say it all the time, I think all of our watches are very, very comfortable. If you just want the perfect, most comfortable fit out of any of the watches we have, this is the one here today.
It's super and I've got a 6-inch wrist. I typically stick in the 38 to maybe a 44 millimeter. That's on the high end for me. Something like this though is super wearable, and I love the fact that it gets you so noticed. But you'll notice the contour around the wrist. That's why Invicta has really pioneered larger timepieces, because they've made them so comfortable to wear. Now I've got some strap that's kind of a little tail back here, but I do believe that the comfort factor will allow, if you like, you know, a bolder presence, but maybe bracelets are a little much for you, or you're working with your hands and you don't want to have the bracelet in the way or weighing you down, this is a good option.
Yeah, and what do you think about the abalone shell? I love the abalone. And this is that natural color of it, where you'll find those dominant purples and blues and greens that are associated with that organic material on the inside. Just so unique. And
Oh yeah, it's cool. Look at that.
I mean, I have a few different watches that have the abalone shell in it. And I just think it's still just as cool as the first time as I presented the first one that we had on Evine. It was August of 2015. So we're coming up on
Wow.
3 years since we've been doing the abalone show.
Wow. And this is a chronograph, right?
Yes, so what
that's
we have
awesome.
on the inside, I have to double check and just look at the registers, but we have a chronograph. So the chronograph is associated with the 6 and also the 9 o'clock hour mark or subdials on the inside, and then you have a 24-hour scale too. So fully functional watch, and also includes the calendar date of the month. And if you want, you can go swimming with this watch also. I believe this version has at least 100 meters of water resistance. Sometimes we go. This one's 50, excuse me. So yeah, you can still do some swimming with this, but I wouldn't do much more than a little light swimming with it.
So there are a lot of us going on the cruise, just so you know.
Yeah.
I'm going to be there. Kimberly Wells is going to be there. Kendi Klepfer will be there. Melissa Miner will be
Yep.
there. Lynn
Lynn,
Shocker will be there.
Heather,
Hall.
Wendy.
Russo. Is that it?
Todd.
Oh yeah, Todd Newton.
Yep.
If you guys haven't met Todd, he's fun. He's our
He's cool.
latest Invicta show host, and he just joined the Invicta family, Invicta and Evine family.
Yeah.
A couple of months ago, maybe.
Well, yeah, he's been around just for he's gonna be on the ship, and so
Yeah.
that's when we're.
His first shows are going to be on the cruise. There's Ken, Master of Ceremonies, behind the
Let's
scenes
see.
there.
Is Aaron will be down? I think just the pavilion. I
Right.
believe. I'm just going through.
Will Allison be on the cruise? I don't remember if Allison's going.
I think so. Let's see who else. I think.
Wells?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
said
we
Wells
said,
already. Yep. So, but again, it's going to be cool. I'm going to be there. Justin's going to be there. Jill's going to be there. My girlfriend's coming, so that's exciting. She's
Sorry,
gonna
I
be on the
couldn't.
ship.
I didn't hear you because what?
Oh, there is a yellow watch here for the cruise.
Yes, this is awesome. This is an atomic version, the Sub-Aqua Atomic. First of all, the fact that you've got that case and cradle, and then it's an anatomic, which is giving you that kind of translucent.
Yeah, we've
Feel.
in my opinion, I believe we've upgraded the anatomic series of the watches. We've included now in a silicone band, which is actually semi-transparent, as you can see on both of these options. And it gives even a more comfortable feel. And then if you turn the watch to the side, you see that case and cradle. The case is done, then you can see a little bit of transparency, but then the cradle, but then the case, you can actually see inside of the watch. I think that's really
Oh
cool.
yeah,
So
you can see from the back.
front, back, and also the sides. You can see inside of the timepiece.
You see that automatic movement from the entire dial is skeletonized, so you can see everything. It kind of makes sense to have a skeletonized dial and an exhibition case back on a timepiece where most of it is semi-translucent, which is pretty cool. So there is the clear option. I believe we're calling that one white black, and then we have the yellow black as well. The yellow black is that classic fun pop of Invicta yellow. I wanted to show it with a dive case. I think that looks cool.
Yeah, we can do that.
It does not come with a dive case, just so you know. It's only $139.99. 59% off is a huge, huge value, especially when.
Oh, go ahead.
I have a feeling Ryan hasn't.
I was going to interrupt because we
Oh
just...
wait, it does come with a dive case?
Single.
Oh, it comes with a single dive case. Chrome.
And we just received the best comment of the day so far. And it's just one word. You want to hear it? Ken! Ken!
With about
That's the best
5
comment.
exclamation
Yeah,
marks.
that's awesome. That's from I Loved 5. So that was good. There's Ken right there.
Hey, Ken.
Ken!
Ken will be on the cruise.
Ken will be on the cruise, so he is
Signing autographs.
So Ken has been on virtually every single remote broadcast that we've had, and just coming from me, I mean, he is the glue that keeps all these remote broadcasts together. Sure. Everything's running smoothly. Any sort of changes, he is on it immediately, just to keep it seamless for you guys out there for us to have a great show. So I'd like to just thank him for everything he does.
Yeah.
Tip can out there.
Yep, I got right here.
You just said, let's put a tip jar out here for Ken. And you know, the cool thing about the cruise is going to be that we're broadcasting live shows on the ship. So you're going to be behind the scenes. You're literally going to see the way everything works. Mm-hmm. Who's running the cameras. You're going to see Ken running around with the watches. You're going to see the change outs happen when we move from one watch to another.
Just grab this real quick.
Yeah, put that on. So it's going to be a true experience, not just to get to know all your Invicta fellow collectors and fans and all of us, but also just to kind of see how the inner workings of live broadcasts.
And I did steal this watch from you, Fatima, because some people are talking about the yellow watch right now. Mike says, I don't own any yellow watches, but it's tempting. And Richard was just reassuring that the strap is extremely comfortable on this. I loved 5, says yellow watch, squirrel moments. But it is. So, I mean, this would be perfect. Definitely get noticed. Wear it during the yellow adrenaline party that we'll be having on the ship. I mean, it's cool. I'll put it on my wrist real quick so you can see what this looks like.
Gosh, this is
And the
really
lightweight
cool.
factor, too. I mean, if you guys are not accustomed to that 52 millimeter, this would be one of the ones I'd put you in first time around to say, hey, try this watch out. But then you get the beauty. I mean, look at this from right here. I mean, that's cool.
I mean, no matter what you're wearing,
You're seeing it.
that's the focal point.
I mean, I went to-
Could you wear that with other colors though? Like if you wore maybe red with it, I think that might be kind of
Yeah,
hot. Red and yellow is like the Ferrari colors.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I mean, it really comes down to you and what makes you happy. However you want to wear it, as long as it makes you feel comfortable, I'm happy for you. That's really, people. I try to give recommendations of like just what I would see it as, but it really just comes down to what makes you happy. So
Here's Ken.
Speaking of making us happy, here's the next watch, the Ernie Valdez, and I had to put one on just for myself.
We have a
here.
model.
go.
Ken
Yeah.
is a model.
This is the next watch. This is very impressive.
All right, so this is on that Aqua Noma 3, which is just really one of the top watches when I think about Invicta, about everything that we do and develop. So what you see here, this is Ernie Valdez. He is a world-renowned graffiti artist based out of Miami, and my boss, the CEO of the Invicta Watch Group, A.L. Lalo, he is friends with Ernie, and Ernie has come on and worked with us at a few different times. And so with the Aqua Noma 3, the version that Ken was wearing, I think you're ordered by strap color.
Yes.
Is that right?
So yes,
Yeah, so
you
that's
got the
gray.
gray.
So that's gray, and that's called One Love for his art, as
I
you'll
love
see on
it.
the inside of the dial.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ken.
Well, with Valentine's Day being like 6 days away, get
Yeah.
in the mood, right?
That'd
This is
actually
fun.
be pretty cool. And
Yeah.
I know we do have a really good, great collector out there, real nice guy, just as all of you are too. His name is Sean. You guys probably know Sean. He actually has, I believe, every single Ernie Valdez
Wow.
that we've had before. So in addition to that, then we do have the other version there with the blue strap, and that is actually called Safe from Harm. So you'll see the little locket that goes through the heart there, and then in a sense around the castle, and almost I see it as the moat of all the different hearts going around too, to just protect every the heart inside. So.
It's truly a work of art on your wrist. And Ernie Valdez's work is in exclusive galleries around the country, and you could pay $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000
Yeah.
for an original Ernie Valdez artwork. So it started as street art, but has risen to this level where people respect his talent and what goes into and the vision that it takes to be this level of artist. So it truly is a work of art on your wrist. And I think this isn't for the guy who just wants to be basic. This is for somebody who wants to really stand
Yeah.
out. This is for somebody who wants to show your personality a little
That
bit.
creative side of things, or just that appreciation for artwork out there. So,
Yeah.
again, a silicone band on this timepiece, very, very soft and comfortable. Patented design when it comes to the design of the case for the watch, also, and fun colors.
And a great conversation piece again. I mean,
Yeah.
part of it wearing a timepiece like this is if you want people to notice it, which these bright colors will get you noticed, but also then you can kind of school them a little bit and say, here's the artist that did it, here's what it represents, and maybe it represents different things to you. This one with One Love, a guy's holding a heart, it's just kind of cool. Maybe that represents a relationship for you. Maybe it represents maybe you're a guy that's just like, let's keep it in love, man. That's what it's all about. And this is the kind of thing that you could really, maybe you wear your heart on your sleeve and he's pulling his heart out of his chest. That's kind of a fun way to show who you are.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's right. And
So
oh, go ahead.
which one would you wear, Ryan?
Which one?
Represents you and your heart?
The One Love.
Of course.
Of course, yeah, of course. So, but yeah, let me just check real quick. Anything else that you guys have talking on? Let's see, what is, I just want to, oh, Justin's on right now. What is he saying?
I can. Ooh.
Oh, here we go. Oh, that's actually coming up on Saturday.
Head out there.
I
You know
Love
what
5
that is?
actually 10,689
I
times.
think I Love 5 asked how many times a show Justin Zimmer says nice, and Justin is replying by saying
Oh,
he
okay.
actually says it 10,689 times. I
Well,
think that's accurate.
Well, here, Gene says, who's this Zimmer guy? That's Justin Zimmer.
Ken, look at that.
Yeah, see?
Oh, wait.
So follow Justin also on social media, Being Zimmer on Instagram, and then Justin Zimmer on Facebook. So that's a big deal. Follow him also. He's got a ton of watch photos too.
Ken on Instagram.
This
So-
is the new generation 2 Baby Lupa. It is premiering with Kendi, 11 p.m. Eastern this Sunday night. That's February 11th. You've got to tune in. Guys, get it for your gal. Gals, get it for yourself. I'll let Fatima and Ryan have a little fun with it.
Yeah, so Kendi and I are launching that on Sunday night, as Ken had mentioned, and that's at 11 p.m. East or 8 p.m. West. So yeah, interchangeable sets out there too, some fun colors also that are going to be a part of this.
Oh, thanks, Ken. Also, if you missed the late night show, if there's any left, I'll be on air Monday morning for you early birds. It's
Okay.
going to be 9 to 11 Eastern time on Monday morning with 2 hours of Invicta. I believe it's going to be Justin with me because that'd be a late night for you.
Probably, I can double check on that. You guys are on, let's see.
Monday the
Yep,
12th.
you guys are on from 9 until 11 on
Perfect,
Monday
with
morning.
Justin.
With Justin.
And did you know that that big event, it's all part of Evine's 27th birthday. So we're going to wrap up our YouTube show. It's been real. Thanks for all the comments, you guys. But there is so much Invicta coming up for our 27th birthday bash. I know that this week there's not a lot of Invicta on air. We really haven't been on air with Invicta in a couple of weeks. So we're saving a lot of goodies for Sunday night to kick off Evine's 27th birthday bash, and Invicta, our #1 watch brand in our entire collection. So it's really fun to partner with these guys. Thanks, Ryan.
Well, thank you. And again, follow Fatima Kochi on Instagram, Invicta Ryan, and Being Zimmer. So take care, you guys, and we'll chat with you soon. See you Sunday night.
All right, and on the cruise.
Yep.
Yay! That was fun.